in the top right of ley lines, we do have MaxPax, and on the bottom left it is herO. Not playing for Dragon Kaiser Gaming anymore. Anyone wondering? Ley lines. Curious to see how the players are gonna approach this one. We haven't really seen these purple gases being mined too frequently from. It's just a hassle to mine out these minerals also, I think. This is a smaller patch resource, basically a smaller resource setup than a normal base. This one has 8 resource tiles, this one only has 6. So it's light on minerals. It's like a small base with a big gas. MaxPax already going across with the scout. So I wonder, MaxPax, are you gonna make that Stargate build? Or are you gonna go 2 gates? So I guess both players are not gonna opt for 2 gates here. It's a little bit of a surprise from herO. But he loves to switch it up more than anyone else, I guess. Now this is gonna be seen here by MaxPax. On the other side, herO did not scout at all. Doesn't know about anything, but you can kind of assume MaxPax not the guy who goes for a 2-gate opening. He usually does not. Wow, the Nexus is even faster for herO. Wow. Crazy. He did skip something, I think. Not sure, but I guess he skipped the Stalker. He skipped that early unit. Oh, excuse me. He made the Stalker. What am I saying? Oh, he skipped the tech building. There we go. That Stargate is way later. So now he throws it down after the probe is done. So he does not actually get the confirmation. He sees, hey, you have a Stalker. Stuff like this. This could end up being the first game of the Phoenix Wars we see. We'll have to wait though how herO wants to play this one out. But already both players going for a Stargate. Of course, MaxPax is quite sneaky with those oracles. But it's a quite safe assumption as herO to just say, hey, MaxPax is playing Stargate into Oracle, into Void Ray into Oracle, something like this. But this is something you can't let happen, herO. Letting that shade in. It's gonna get a scout on the other map. He actually has 2 Stalkers, which are not gonna be... They don't care about one adept. Now Oracle coming in here. Oracle is also not the greatest at fighting Stalkers, but it's gonna get healed up by that shield battery. Needs to be careful though. Does not want to lose that Oracle. This is already a weird thing to say. The Oracle is already kind of defended. It's quite a bit delayed. So both players going for Phoenixes here. And both players will be sitting on 1 Oracle. This adept should get sniped. Maybe gonna get a probe here. A little bit of mistargeting there, hitting that Stalker. Missed opportunity. He did get 2 shots off. Could have been 1 probe. Oh, Phoenix is gonna rally back here, and the Phoenix on the other side is gonna find that Oracle. He's gonna save it with his own Phoenix. Now you need to be careful here as herO. He can't just snipe the Oracle and recall the Phoenix. He's not gonna go for it. He doesn't have the energy. Now, is he gonna go into Phoenix Wars? It does not seem that is the case. Oh, wow. I think this might have been just in time. No. Still 6 workers being frozen here. Recall used on that Oracle. That's why he didn't go for that Phoenix fight. He also was not making additional Phoenix and already transitioning into the Twilight Council. So even if he wins 1 versus 1 Phoenix, he's still gonna lose the war. Oh, there's actually 1 more probe here being frozen. Man, that was a really good stasis trap. Now, MaxPax is up to 4 Phoenixes, and he kind of stopped Phoenix production at this point. Honestly, I don't like it as much, but if you do things like this, the little dear herO, then I like it, having 4 Phoenixes, picking off a free Stalker. It's definitely great. MaxPax has nothing at home though, he has no firepower. He's recalling the Phoenixes now. And if you walk into that stasis trap, that's all the time he needs, that's 0. There we go, Immortal, 5 Phoenix at home. He's again back to making Phoenix. He only has 4, sorry, he's gonna have a 5th in a moment. Yeah, he will catch this Oracle, right? Yeah. 5.6 and 5.9, so gonna grab the Oracle. Stalkers, they don't want to fight an Immortal Shield Battery and 2 Stalkers. And now herO has to do something else. He's just gonna throw down a Nexus. On the other side, Twilight and Forge coming in. But yeah, I already like it more for herO, for MaxPax here. He still has those Phoenixes, he's safe at home against any kind of number of odd Stalkers with the Immortal production. And the few Stalkers he has himself. And now he's basically going into the same army but a little bit stronger. Because he has that Immortal support. And the faster upgrades. At least the Forge upgrades. The only thing herO has going for himself is Blink currently, and if he can utilize that to his advantage, then great. If not, well, wow. I mean, he has to make a play happen here, herO. He's going into the main base. Can he clear these out? He has a Phoenix, he can lift one of the Immortals, but he does not have enough Stalkers to fight that many units on the other side. Now he just loses 4 workers. He lost like 3 Stalkers or something to those Phoenixes. Man, those Phoenixes have been worth so much. Look at that, 7 Stalkers dead, 8 Stalkers. Crazy number. And what can he get? He gets a Pylon. And a shield triggered on an Immortal. Now he lifts the Immortal, loses another Stalker. Can he get a cancel though? That's a good one, at least. A little bit out of position here for our Blue Protoss player. Here he's going into extra gates. And he's recalling his army. Going into +1 quite a bit later than the +1 of his opponent. Can he catch some of those Phoenixes? Would be good if he can finally make a dent into this air army here. Catch even one of them would be great. No, he's not gonna get it. Templar Archives on the way. Charged on Archon Immortal is going to be the follow-up composition here for MaxPax. On the other side, we will see the same, but no Immortals. Instead, we do have Blink. By the way, there's Phoenix still here. And yeah, trying to expand more, I guess. He sees the army movement with this Phoenix, tagging it for now. Dark Shrine. Interesting stuff. MaxPax immediately going into a Dark Shrine after throwing down a couple Archons. Hey, he knows there's no Robo, of course. So no Robo means no Observer. No Oracle means no detection. Dark Shrine would be a free win in this situation. This Robo might just be in time, but you can still observe a snipe, right? This Robo will be in time, but if you pressure now, you kind of want to make an Immortal first and not go Observer. Such a brilliant move from MaxPax if this is intentional. We just assume this is intentional because those are so great guys and great players. Now he pressured herO. Now herO comes out, even though he has the smaller army, weirdly enough. A lot of the armor supplies in those Phoenixes, they are a little bit questionable in the fight against Archon Stalker. One thing though is we don't have any even though we have the Temple Archives, there is no Archons in this mix yet. So the charge lot fight is going to be quite in favor here of MaxPax, as he has these Archons dishing out some additional AoE. It's just an inferior army, man. And he's making Immortals now. He does have that one Observer though. Now we already see the DTs though going to town. They're already in every mineral line. First DT is gonna fall, 2 DTs are gonna be saved here on that third base, and one DT is gonna fall in the main. Now during this time, this base is exposed because herO pulled his whole army to fight. MaxPax can't really get up that ramp, he's not gonna get the snipe. It's weirdly enough where you see an army like this. Oh my god. This is an army like this is kind of like so zealot heavy. It's good for rotations, but it's not actually good at sniping things because it needs to connect first. See, you have all these zealots stacking up on top of each other. This is so much DPS. If they surround this nexus, it's gonna be gone in like 5 seconds. Now we have the big engage. Phoenix is trying to lift some sentries. Interesting. There's also those immortals you could lift up, but maybe this is still enough here for MaxPax. We do have those Archons dealing some extra damage. herO is just overpowering with bigger numbers apparently. A little bit of a wasteful attack here by MaxPax. Maybe a little bit of a misjudge there. Still trying to deal some extra damage here to herO, but herO is kind of defended in at least most of its bases. This main base is it's not mining currently, which is funny to see. Now he does have blink. He could easily snipe this prism if he ever gets down to it. Oh my god, that DT immediately killing the zealots. Already killed 2. Now he gets the prism and he will get the DT, so he finally gets that one out of the equation here. MaxPax is already spreading out DTs for vision, spreading out DTs to snipe those remote pylons, and even probes for some extra vision, yeah? And he still has the superior army. This is Archon Immortal. He needs a little bit more Zealot firepower, I think. These Archons are not done yet. Sniping one before the fight starts. That's a good snipe there. A few more Zealots rallying in here from herO, but running into that wall of Archon, that's not a good sign. We do have another DT coming in here. That was the one that sniped the remote pylon there on the north. And this will probably be dealt with here. Oh my god. He loses sight of it. He walks into the main base. herO is trying to defend this, but it's already again going ham on those workers. Now he runs those away. It's a good run away, but you don't need to warp in 20 Zealots against 1 DT while you're pressuring. There's one more DT here. A second DT. My god, he's making so many DTs. It's crazy. Main was cleaned out. He's gonna chase this one down. No, he's gonna let it live. 7 DTs have gone down. This is number 8. It's fighting his Zealot in a 1v1. The Zealot can't win that fight. That's not a fair fight. But the big story is herO is sitting on 38 probes and MaxPax's been mining on 63. So every second that goes by, MaxPax is just gonna go stronger and stronger, and herO's army is also mostly Zealots. Even though he has an army supply lead, it's running into a wall of Immortal Archon here. And it's never where you want to fight with the Zealot alone. I'm trying again to get a good pairing here. Those Stalkers are kind of shooting at Zealots while they want to really snipe those Archons actually, or these Immortals, and I think this army is gonna be defeated here for our red Protoss player. Now can he make a comeback happen? I don't think so. He just lost the army fight, he lost the economy, he's still losing economy. Oh yes. And I don't think he can. He didn't really get anything out of this. He gets another 3 workers, but it's 50 to 20 probes now. Oh my god, and this is where Dan comes in with a big raid. Hello everybody from Atosa stream. Here we are, yeah, Mapu Lord of the Toenails indeed is casting currently. And you guys are welcome to a big showdown between MaxPax and herO, a best of 5 PvP. And you come just in time to see the demise of herO in this first map. Talk without a champion. There you go. Thank you so much, Dan, again, for the raid. I hope you have a safe flight to Korea. And I hope you properly advocate for our RTS lobby and bring in some sponsor money here for the next year. Front-facing bathing chick. Indeed. Next map will be Ultra Love. Did he get fired from Home Zero Cup? Yeah, like 2 years ago or something. You know, that's when you ask them for money, you know. When you ask for money for your work in return, and then they just say, no, we don't have it. They'll probably be available, yeah. Yeah, observers are supposed to work for no money. Exactly. Infezor, you know all about this. Okay. Let's get into this best of 5 again here. Up 1-0, playing superbly in the first map. It is MaxPax. And in the bottom left, needs to make a comeback happen. It is herO. So herO historically against MaxPax in the NA Cups has been playing... They hit each other a lot in the finals, and he has been playing a lot of Terran in the third map specifically. So I'm kind of wondering if he gets frustrated if he loses this map again, if he goes and plays Terran in the third map and just dies a terrible death. I recall in the CNC days got paid. Nice. The internet janitors. I mean, while I was still, you know, living there, I could just do it for free basically, but... And then they paid the ticket for me, but now, since I have a lot of responsibilities at home, I can't just do it for free anymore. Just not possible. So they have to grab whoever they can. I could have been doing it remote, but it's still a paid job. I guess whoever's doing it right now did not get a paid job. I'm not sure though. You would need to ask Naruto for that. He's usually the guy who organizes most of this, does the budget and all of that. Oh, nice. Apollo the old champion in Command & Conquer. Okay, let's talk quickly about the setup here. We do have both players, of course, going into a 1-gate expand. And this is a a ramped natural on this map, Ultra Love. So this always leads into this kind of setup. We do have the pylons in the main base here, and most likely this will be Stargate. Already MaxPax thrown down his own, and he's scouting inside of the base here. There's no Nexus actually for herO, so herO going a completely different game. And he did play this against Trap, excuse me, earlier, where his Nexus got delayed quite a bunch, and Trap went for a very fast Nexus, and then herO just went into a 4-gate all-in with a robotics. And it seems like this is gonna be his idea again. Now, can he intercept the scout? He definitely needs to kill this adept, because he cannot let this be found. He needs to intercept any information. Even the Shade is already gonna see too much, I think. Oh yeah, he already sees too much. See? He knows. He knows. A robo, an extra gate at the front, no base. He knows. He knows. Now he can defend. And this is the difference between Trap. Trap only scouted this when it hit his doorstep. Now this is different though. There's gonna be a Twilight. This is no 4-gate. It's a different form of all-in. But it's gonna be so late now. This is already when MaxPax is probably gonna hit like 2 to 3 Void Rays. And he's even gonna kill a Stalker here. The Stalker is not gonna get out of range. The Void Ray is gonna kill even 2 Stalkers. My god, what's happening here? Yeah, he clicks down 3. Nah, my god, no. Nah, you can't tell me you're coming back from this one, herO. You need to drop a nuke now on this base. Ooh. How is that HSC doesn't pay the most essential artists of the tournament? Well, I don't know. They used to have no. So before I did observing for them, they used to have one observer once, and that was Funka being there and just like, hey, I'm drunk, I'm here, let's just, you know, do some observing because I want to do some. And he did that for free as well. And then I was a internship at them, at Take TV at the time. And they didn't have any observers. And I was like, yeah, just let me observe, man. It's gonna be so much better. And that's where my career started. So I'm actually super grateful to them. And I did it for free for a while to basically pay back my gratitude. But everything has to stop at some point, I guess, right? We all did it for free, yeah. Indeed. Now, see, we're already looking at 3 Void Rays, but look at this flimsy army. If this had 3 more Stalkers, it would be a little bit more powerful, you could argue. This is not gonna have Blink. He's kind of playing it like, hey, look at this, I'm gonna blink into your main base. But he only has that War Prism. He's putting all of his eggs in that 1 DT basket. Wait, did he cancel it? No, there it is. But there's already an observer out. And he's also working for free. He only got paid 75 gas. He already sees the first DT, he's gonna snipe the first DT. He loses 3 workers, and that's about it. The main force is pressuring the front at the same time. Can he make a play? Can he break MaxPax here? I don't think he will. War Prism is gonna get sniped. MaxPax takes game number 2. Wow, that was a frustrating one here for herO, I can tell you. Nothing went like he imagined. Can't pay the rent with kindness, indeed. MaxPax so strong, yeah man, that was really going, all of the things were going his way. Superbly played by him. You can always get Reina to observe. Well, there's some quality where you don't have to pay for, I guess. They barely pay most of the casters. No, they pay actually all of the casters, and they always have been. They not to be saying that they get like salaries which are off the roof or something, but they get everything, yeah. They usually pay the casters the travel and the hotel and a rate. Now let's go into map number 3 here. herO against MaxPax. Great showdown on Frost Line. Our next map. Their caster. Well, they don't get extra budget for that. MaxPax in the top right, up 2-0. And the bottom left. herO not choosing Terran this game. There we go. Can herO make it work? Can he do something to surprise MaxPax? Or is MaxPax just too tight? Is played just too good? Back to the good old days, yeah. Indeed. And this map, as you can see, does not have that high ground. So if you go for a 1 base all in, this would be a little bit more of an opportunity. What's wrong with Roddy observing? It's not terrible. I mean, a lot of people can do not terrible observing. casters think they can ops and observe ops and cast at the same time. Yeah, I agree. Like if you have a peak tournament, like an A or like a S class rank tournament, whatever, you really want to have that experience where you have one dedicated to just simply getting a as smooth and as perfect balance from camera angling and whatnot from inside the game, while the casters can fully focus on what they just say to each other. I mean, everybody can like kind of do it in their cups, right? In smaller cups, it doesn't matter. I'm not focusing as much on observing here as well. I'm rather focusing on casting here because, I mean, it's the main thing, right? In the end, it doesn't matter if I do small mistakes in observing or if I fumble on my words. The words will stick out more, just like this one, you know, hang lower. This is a good adept here for herO coming in. He's gonna see the Stargate, he's gonna scout the Phoenix being made, and he actually gets 3 probes. Oh god, that's a good one. Yeah, I miss herO, man. I miss the guys. Also, like the last kind of opportunities, most of the time where I could meet them was more like in Saudi Arabia, and even though it's like good to have something stable for some income there, it's also a little bit of a shame because you can't really get out and, like, you know, have a drink in the evening, something like that. They have a no alcohol policy. So people don't really go out in Saudi Arabia. It's a little bit of a shame. Now, after all is said and done, MaxPax is up 2 workers, he's up 2 army supply, and he has 3 phoenixes to 4 phoenixes to 2. So herO did make a double Stargate approach here, and he's trying to catch up, I guess overtake, but MaxPax, man. So last game is gonna be our Phoenix Wars, it seems. Now, herO, maybe you want to stack your Phoenix a little bit more. He has a shield battery on the ramp. His 4th Phoenix here, he cannot lift that Adept. He has to fight it with workers. Now he kills that Phoenix, finally he can lift the Adept. That's a great pick on that one Phoenix. Thank you so much for that little bit of acknowledgement there. But let's have a quick look here at the Phoenix numbers. We're looking at 6 to 5. I'm definitely trying hard whenever I get into those big tournaments. Some quality observing. Okay, so both players are utilizing those Stargate. We do see chrono boosts for herO, and this should end up being tiny edges here and there. We actually do have a chrono boost now. Yeah, actually MaxPax is doing the same. This is a funny situation. We do have now, basically herO is going to be up 2 Phoenixes, but it's not going to be enough to go across the map and actually pressure MaxPax, because once he reaches over, MaxPax is going to have the same number, and then he has the static D to help him out. Does he have one? No shield battery. As I say that there's actually no static D. So both players should go into extra expansions now. This is a cool thing you can do in Phoenix vs Phoenix. There's no ground units, so you need to pick off those pylons with probes. Yeah, basically with probes. And MaxPax already going into Phoenix range here very fast. Now this can end up being a Phoenix advantage for herO. And we're already seeing the build time on these Phoenixes. herO is basically up 2 Phoenixes. If he can get the fight before that range kicks in, he's gonna have the big number advantage. And he's already posturing. If he can get just a couple more Phoenixes across the map here. He's actually taking those 2 gases. And he wants MaxPax to pick up that probe. No, he sees the phoenixes. Okay. So he's trying to wait it out for range. He doesn't want to engage before range. Now the first shot goes to MaxPax. This might be the advantage he's looking for. Still though, 14 to 11. We're still one-shotting though. Oh my god, he's camping on top of those stargates. First phoenix spawning is just gonna fall here. I think herO has this. herO should have this. He has more phoenixes, way more phoenixes. Only 13 seconds left though. The fight is not locked in. But he can still corner into the top left. He did kill most of the phoenixes. Only 4 do remain. Now range is done. herO needs to charge into this one. And yeah, changing the angle of attack there once is gonna be enough to lock into the rest of those phoenixes. And 2 to 10 do survive. He does have the range upgrades, but he cannot win this fight. He cannot win this war. And the last phoenix is gonna fall here. herO's still standing strong, and MaxPax is gonna give up. GG, herO is gonna take that one. Wow. Just the perfect timing, coming in just before that range kicks in there. MaxPax gamble did not pay off. And herO brings us back to 2 to 1. Favorite conversation at the HQ? You should have been glad. You get what you do. You could get anyone in LA to play games for what we pay. They pay so much. LA is one of the highest earning areas, no? $10 an hour. There we go, man. I don't even know what minimum wage is now currently. It might be even different from country to country, right? Inside or county to county, whatever you call those. State to state, I guess. $9 back in 05. That's already a good wage, I guess, but like internationally, if you do this from home, it would be a good wage. If you have to pay rent in LA, it's not. Minimum wage is 16 per hour. That's pretty good. It's probably still too low for what it needs to be, you know, in that area, right? For the living cost. Okay. Top left, MaxPax. Bottom right, herO. King's Cough. This is actually the most played... No, excuse me, the second most played of the 3 old maps we have currently in the Mapu. At least in a professional environment. And I think most of these games were played in GSL, if I'm not mistaken. It feels like GSL really had tons of this map. People really love to play this one. I don't hate it, actually. It kind of has a good nostalgic feeling to me. More than Abyssal Reef, even though Abyssal Reef produced great games and it was like the standard map at that time. It was a great map to introduce, like a 6-base kind of solid environment for map makers. But now kind of every map is like Abyssal Reef, like Side Delta is like Abyssal Reef. It feels like it's so easy to get up to 6 bases and just turtle. King's Cove does kind of do the same, but it's more like you're very easy to get 3 bases, then the 4th and 5th base. If you can get up to those, you're still in a very compact spot, I guess. But when you go above those, it's gonna be tough. You're starting to spread very thin. You lived on your best friend's floor. Oh my god, that's not a good thing. Now MaxPax tried to snap herO's probe here. Oh, he's actually gonna zap it down. But yeah, he did lose some mining time. He pulled a bunch of probes. We did see this. The tail end of it. MaxPax still has his scout around. It's actually a great pick. If you can get a probe before the probe scouts the units coming out of your... Oh my god. That chrono boost. That supply block. Yeah, if he can't scout the buildings or the units coming out, you kind of need something else to get a scouting intel. So this is quite the interesting opening. A fastest Stargate for herO, slower Stargate for MaxPax, but already Nexus done. I would always prefer MaxPax situation, but maybe herO likes to be the more offensive end. Oh no, the Zealot. It was running into the block of probes. No, it didn't get a kill. That's a shame. Now herO finally is gonna throw down Nexus. Finally we'll see maybe a game that goes above two base for both players here. I really like this. He's blocking with a shade, but this shade will run out and herO can move in now. He's not gonna do it though. Phoenix about to be popping here in a second. Twilight Council on the other side. Only made one Oracle. There's no Oracle for MaxPax yet. And he's making Phoenixes. Continuing to make those. That's a good position for that Phoenix. But Phoenixes don't kill Oracles that fast. You can go in, you can hit some probes, and you can recall. That being said, second Phoenix is gonna join. You need to recall this. If you want to pull it back, you need to recall it. Yeah, there you go. I wonder if he was maybe not having the energy. No, he had the energy. Maybe he wanted to pull those Phoenixes out of position for some reason, to do something with the Adepts, but it doesn't really seem that it's the case. I need to be careful even. The Phoenixes can go now hunt these, and they'll find them, yeah. The shade might help this one to escape. We'll see. It looks very funny. Very funny. Okay. Oracle here. Rotating in. And yeah, the Adepts did scout those Phoenixes. And now the Oracle has free reign about this mineral line here. 3 probes. That's a good start. Going into the main. Shield battery here though. And throwing down a stasis trap. No recall, I think. This is too early for a recall. And yeah, only 1 probe being trapped. He's gonna attack those at least. He sees the second Stargate. And he gets attacked, so now he knows what's gonna be made out of that one. Nothing yet. I wonder if MaxPax wanted to make a Oracle out of this one. He's gonna just start a Phoenix for now. But herO, sneaky herO. Throwing down a pylon. So this is gonna be Phoenix against Blink Stalker. There's no Templar Archives, no DT Shrine, so no Archon potential here. And herO wants to be aggressive. He's thrown down a gate. He has his Stalkers. The defense is gonna be only Phoenixes, but... I wonder. I mean, you should be able to, if you can pick some of those Stalkers before the actual fight starts, you should be able to win. If he finds those Stalkers, he can basically just win the game, because they're not all together right now. Now, he's not gonna find them though, in this case. And herO is gonna be able to join up his armies. He's a little bit, maybe, a little bit over eager, moving in a bit too fast here, but this might just be the bait he needs. He'll most likely get this gateway, very much uncontested. And yeah, MaxPax just trying to build up more and more Phoenix numbers, but he should move out with those 2 Phoenixes finishing up here. Maybe he's gonna wait for the Immortal. He did lose that gate, he's gonna lose one of the shield batteries. Trying to poke a little bit with his Stalkers. Of course, oh my god, he reveals Blink there. And there was definitely a little bit of a mistake on that Blink. He wanted to snipe a Phoenix, did not get the snipe. Immortal is here, standing strong. Getting healed up by that shield battery, and Stalkers are just falling, man. herO's army is bleeding out. And he's gonna confirm so many kills. He is not even wasting that energy. He did just finish them with the Immortal. Oh my god. herO is not in a good spot. Now herO is trying to come back here, but 2 Immortals. Can he make it happen? He's gonna trap the first one, but 2 shield batteries actually in range to heal this one. He did get a snipe, but at what cost? Already losing so many Stalkers again. Now, Phoenix is on the hunt here. 9 Stalkers to 11 Phoenixes. That is when you know, when you have outdone yourself. 5 more Stalkers trying to reinforce this position, but not gonna be enough, I think. Immortal, man. This Immortal is the hero. Basically everyone is gonna get lifted up and then it drops. It's like the cardboard animation video from 6 years ago or something. Phoenix comes in, lifts up the Stalker, the other Phoenix is gonna tickle the Stalker, and then the Immortal is just like, give it to me on the ground. Eventually the energy runs out and just poofs the Stalker into nothing. MaxPax is a beast. Is he going to GSL next year? That's a great joke. Virtually guaranteed, yes. There we go. Word plays at hand. He's gonna pick off this remote warp in location, which is also gonna reduce the infrastructure for herO, bringing us back down to 4 gates only. He never made that 6th gate at home. Now he's trying to go into Archons, so he can do something against those Phoenixes. Imagine if he has an Archon with an army with a push earlier, right? But then he has way less Stalkers. He has like a mixed army of Zealot Stalkers, something like that. He tried to overpower with Stalker only. It didn't work. Now he needs to do something else. He's even throwing down a forge. He should probably throw down cannons in those mineral lines. But we'll see. He doesn't really have the money for it. That's the issue. On the other side, +1. Still making Phoenix. No range yet. I mean, you don't really need range if you don't play Phoenix versus Phoenix. But it can still help you, so you don't have to move in as much with your Phoenix. Now this is an exposed force here. Oh my god, he's gonna clear out of all of these zealots so fast. Sentry's gonna fall in a second if he lifts that one. Now Archon, man, Big Daddy Archon is here. He needs to shoot these Phoenixes. They're so stacked. He needs to clump. He needs to not hit that Stalker, man. Oh my god. That Archon definitely not being the MVP of this fight. The probes, though, are gonna get the Immortal. I mean, there's still 3 more left. The lone Stalker that survived still gonna get picked. And MaxPax is gonna take the series, is gonna take the map, is gonna take the cup. Is gonna take $200 home.